it makes sense. Hey, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a great sight to see. Alex Smith back at the helm, leading the Washington Redskins as they take on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Alex Smith ready to lead the Redskins here. And many wondered if Smith would ever play again following that difficult-to-watch leg injury suffered against the Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Go.
They run. Peterson. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
And the Redskin 1st down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And for this offense, yellow highlighter around Trent Williams.
As well there should be. A Pro Bowl, all-pro type of a left tackle. So mobile, you could also see him as a tight end. This guy is a terrific football player.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
At the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936, 168 meetings overall. And the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Here we go. 180. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep.
Wentz defers to Clement. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They run again on first down. Peterson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. The left tackle, Trent Williams, guilty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 56 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now 8 of 8 throwing the football in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Mike, I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game, and the last 2 years he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run at Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year, 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville, and all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Smith, and this one complete to Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's Bryce Love getting his inaugural NFL carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down by number 53,
From the gun on 3rd down. Smith. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Look at the big man rumble. The 40, 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. 2nd and 10, Smith again. But it's going to be 2nd down. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing is Smith. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Come on now, let's go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now Smith from the gun on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Smith now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A 46-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Smith now to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Smith, complete. Richardson has it. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wentz again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Aguilar has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is Howard on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On third down, this is Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. And let's take you through part of why they've got the lead here. That's the success they've had blocking kicks.
It's been something, hasn't it? And let's face it, if you really break down blocking kicks, to me, it's probably 5% scheme and 95% desire. Because most people, it's not a lot of fun to run into a ball that's been kicked into your chest or your face. But when you do it, and you do it well, it gives your team a big advantage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Smith on first down. That pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Crunch time, defense.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
It's a gain of a yard.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. From the 38, Wentz.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles
Hey, D-line,
first
get in there.
down.
Get in there,
First and 10 at the 50.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 10 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wentz dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Taken down by Mason Foster. That's a gain of 5.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now You know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Come on now, let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Throwing again is Smith. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. We own them. We own them.
They go counter with Howard. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 9-yard line.
They go with Howard again. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No. Off.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Now Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hey, check. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Watch the run.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Washington.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Redskins.
Get ready. Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the out.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Jalen Mills on the tackle. A gain of 15. And the Redskins first down.
On the draw, this is Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Mike 42.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. No chance. Watch out.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard, Smith, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They run with Howard, and not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take